Now for worst picture of the year, we got 10 nominees.
My favorite category.
Cam's favorite category. We had a total of actually not as many as I thought. We had, this might be my filtered down list, but our short list has 17 films on it. I think there was probably 30-ish or so combined between the four of us for our long list. But the first nominee for worst film of the year, worst picture, 65. Adam Driver
was my number 10.
It was not too bad. They just missed out on one. Not too bad.
Yeah, Cam and me were the ones voting for that one. I hated it obviously a lot on this podcast. So my hatred for it got its nominations. So shout out to you. Who was it? That Lord Miller, was that who made this movie? Shout out to you guys for getting in the worst picture. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which every time I say on TikTok I hate because I can't say wasp for the life of me. It's just such a hard word to say.
Hard word, sure.
Saying Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania over and over just gets to be too much. At Midnight, shout out to friend of the show.
He was great in this. He really was.
He really was for his 3.2 seconds.
He did his TikTok review, and he was amazing in it.
Shout out Sammy J Reacts, another fan of the show or a friend of the show who was on an episode. He posted that tweet last night. He's like, rank the TikTokers featured in movies. Which
he posted a video.
Four of them, which good for them getting spots in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Fast 10, Fast X. Nominated for worst picture of the year, which I had a lot of fun with. I do not. I do not approve of worst picture nomination.
That was on mine.
It's okay.
Yeah, that was on mine.
Five Nights at Freddy's made the nomination list. It's gonna ruffle some feathers, but Five Nights at Freddy's is the worst picture nominee.
Bad movie.
Flamin' Hot.
Yeah, fuck this film. Shit, terrible. Bottom 5 of the year, terrible.
Oh, George too. This one got 3 votes across the board. So, Flamin' Hot making the worst picture. Ghosted. This is one of those that from the second it was released, you could predict it was going to end up on the worst picture of the year list.
Ghosted.
The Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, terrible.
Massive flop.
Awful.
Not good whatsoever. Heart of Stone. Gal Gadot's movie for Netflix. And Skinamarink. Rounding up the top 10.
Oh, I feel bad for Skinamarink.
It made 135 times its budget. Don't feel bad for this movie. That dude is
real good for Skinner. I didn't even like it, to be fair, but good for that.
It was $15,000. It made $2 million. So
did it make $2 million? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Kyle Edward Ball's got a very bright future too in horror. Like he's gotten a lot of.
I get it. It's original. Doesn't mean it's good.
I didn't love Skinamarink. It's still not in my bottom probably 30 of the year, but that speaks to more of the volume.
George and I bringing it down?
It was George and you, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's like my 30th worst movie of the year. Something like that. Maybe even higher, honestly. Maybe like 40th, but that's just more speaks to all the shit I've watched this year. But these are the nominees. 65, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, At Midnight, Fast 10, Five Nights at Freddy's, Flamin' Hot, Ghosted, The Haunted Mansion, Heart of Stone, and Skinamarink. Now on to our final category, the big category, Best Picture of the year. We have 10 nominees, and we have 3 films tied that just missed.
Oh, no. Wonka's going to be that.
Best Picture, Asteroid City.
Yes.
Godzilla -1.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, number 1.
May, December.
Yep.
Oppenheimer.
Yep.
Past Lives.
Yep.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, this is my top 10.
The Iron Claw.
I put it in just for fun. So
fair enough.
The Holdover. And Wonka is nominated.
Yes.
We are all wonking on the ReelTok podcast.
We're wonking so hard right now.
That just missed out.
Where the fuck is Ferrari?
Yep, that was just on the outside. Ferrari, Poor Things, which is crazy because Poor Things is nominated for, I think, like the most awards.
Yeah.
But it missed picture. And then John Wick Chapter 4, The Killer, we're just right on the outside looking in. But those are nominees for Best Picture: Asteroid City, Godzilla -1, Killers of the Flower Moon, May, December, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, The Iron Claw, The Holdovers, and Wonka.
Tyler, where's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 falling for you?
I didn't put it in my Best Picture. I was like, I'm giving it enough love for comic book movie, but it's in my top 10 year. Yeah, it's getting love in other categories.
Ah, it's awful. That's awful. It's in your top. I knew it was in your top 10.
I just did my top 10 to be fair.
I wanted to switch things up a bit.
That's awful. No respect. Comic book movies still just absolutely.
Hey, Spider-Man.
You got one on there. You got Spider-Verse.
And I like Guardians of the Galaxy way more than Spider-Man. So, for those keeping track at home or were curious, the nomination count for movies top is Oppenheimer with 10 nominations. Then we have Killers of the Flower Moon with 8. Poor Things getting 7, so it's kind of crazy that didn't manage to make Best Picture with 7 nominations. Asteroid City with 6 nominations.
Yeah.
Godzilla -1 and The Holdovers at 5. And then at 4, we have a tie between Barbie, Ferrari, May, December, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, The Killer, and Wonka. And then obviously 3 2s and 1s for the rest.
Boy in the Heron snubbed.
What's our decision to leave this year? Is that Napoleon? Just I don't. Well, that's not even like.
No, because that's not
that
love.
highly
Decision to
rated.
leave is like
Yeah,
love.
it's just you liking.
I think it's The Boy and the Heron in terms of reception. We barely got The Boy and the Heron anything. I would say Boy and the Heron.
Yeah, it got 3. So it got international, got animated, and score. So it got 3. But Cam hasn't seen it yet, right?
Nope, I haven't seen it. I'll watch it soon because it's definitely somewhere. I'll watch it soon.
Yeah. Overall, I think these nomination categories are really, really strong. Really excited to see the reaction to these and what the voting starts pouring in.
Protest now.
Best Picture under protest by Cam because
Tyler rigged
by me. I mean,
full award show.
I had my ballot done before I even got anything from you guys, and Seth obviously wasn't in his top, and mine neither. And a lot of these had 3 votes at least from all of us. But there's a couple things that people need to start trying to see before these award shows. Seth, you got to try and get to the Holdovers, and you're going to get to Poor Things.
I won't see Holdovers. That's February, bro.
It's on Peacock, so it's. I'll send it. I'll send you a link.
Yeah,
I
can't use Peacock.
But that means it's everywhere. If it's on a streaming service, it's everywhere. You can find it in HD.
It's everywhere. Wink, wink.
It makes me sad though. I want to watch it on the big screen, man. You know.
Yeah, I did have a good time in the theater. Cam, the big ones for you is like the Iron Claw. I'm trying to think what other ones.
That's the only one I haven't seen. I'm going to see it today.
The Iron Claw is February as well. Great. I'll see Poor Things next week.
I don't know. That one I don't know if you.
I'll see Poor Things next week.
And so like A24's tweeted so many things about the Iron Claw being like now in theaters everywhere, and all the replies just like
I've seen like the whole film in like clips and shit already. It's really annoying to be honest.
Really,
I'm definitely forward to that.
I'm sure you.
But yeah, those are our nominations for this year. Phenomenal lineup of awards. 20 categories. Again, voting links are in the description down below. And if you're a patron, you have a special link on the Patreon page, and I'll also put it in the Patreon exclusive Discord as well for you guys to submit your personal ballots. But that's it for this episode. The big thing was the ReelTok Award nominations, and obviously we all talked Ferrari as well. Next week, we're going to do kind of the fun buffer week because we have 2 weeks from now will be our award show. So next week will be kind of like a 2023 wrap up / look to 2024 because the only thing coming out this week is Night Swim and Society.
Could just do like a top 15 films of 2023 next week. Yeah,
I was thinking we like to keep it like spicy as opposed to just doing like rankings. I was thinking we could just do like a best like an actor draft, an actress draft, and a picture draft just to get like kind of a lineup of 5 from each. And then we're gonna of course do our most anticipated films of 2024 draft once again, so we can look back at that at the end of the year and see how we did. And then there was this one thing a patron recommended to me. I'll grab his name for the next episode when I announce it, but kind of doing like a fantasy box office, I think. Like we'll all draft like movies in terms of box office and see at the end of the year. And it'll be like weighted based on like, a $200 million movie making $400 million would be similar to like a $10 million movie making $20 million. But doing like a draft of like box office performances, and we can kind of see who makes the most money, quote unquote, at the end of the year based on what we think will win at the box office. That should be fun. So next week, look forward to a whole like looking back at 2023, but also looking forward to 2024 show, and then ReelTok Awards in 2 weeks from now. A real quick draft on Thursday will be best movie character names of all time. We just recently did best movie titles of all time. Now we'll go best movie character names of all time. And then on Friday, our real quick review is Swiss Army Man from the Daniels, starring Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe. Give a shout out to our executive producers. Again, make sure you check out the Patreon in the description down below. Couldn't do anything we're doing right now without all of you guys. But shout out to, 1 second, just got to pull it up. Pause. All right, shout out to Stefan Johnson, Sean Morales, Robert Leo Gislason, Rocco 1.0, Reese David, Casper Lundberg, Josh Hines, Jordan Gagg, Jimmy O'Connor, James Magos, Ferdinando 4, Dylan Chip, Dean Cotamanidis, Dakota Buckner, Connor Connaughton, Alexander Biscardi, and Adam Hudgens. That'll do it for ReelTok episode 68. We will see you on Thursday with our draft, and we'll see you next week with a fun little 2023-2024 special. Peace out.